The hottest pop culture stories of the day, like Nicole Kidman has frickin' filed for divorce. Plus, we have more details that are coming about Selena's wedding. Plus, Radar Online strikes again. This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
It's official. We broke the news yesterday that Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban broke up. That it is official that they have, there's been a lot of rumors around this. Well, Nicole Kidman today officially has filed for divorce.
She filed, he didn't?
Correct.
Ooh, because we'd been hearing yesterday that she was trying to save the marriage.
There's so many sources around that concept. We're going to be talking a lot about kind of the behind the scenes that we hear from their inner circle. Their inner circle is saying that this has been a separation that has at least been going on all summer long. We've got Nicole Kidman filming Practical Magic 2 and literally anything else that has ever existed.
Every movie we saw last year had Nicole Kidman in it.
Truth. Keith Urban was traveling on his High and Alive world tour. Now, they have a residence in Nashville, but again, sources claim that he hasn't lived in their shared home all year long.
Or at least all summer, right?
Correct. We do know that they just celebrated their 19 years of marriage, and she posted on social media. He liked it. He didn't make his own post. Happy anniversary, baby, with a heart at Keith Urban. She captioned the post at the time. They have two daughters together, Sunday Rose, who's 17, and Faith Margaret, who's 14.
You hear this so often with a lot of couples that things don't work out, is that the one is really trying for a long time. In this case, it sounds like Nicole Kidman's been the one who's been holding down the fort with the girls, holding the family together, really been trying to salvage this marriage and salvage this relationship. And that Keith Urban's the one that's like, I'm sorry, like, we just shouldn't be together anymore.
Yeah. And, you know, there's always been talks around how busy their schedules are. And like, I mean, the number one question they get asked on the red carpet is like, how do you make this work with how busy you guys are always on the road and you're never together? And they're like, we just figure out ways to stay connected. She even did an interview last year around the Met Gala about like, I have a lot of anxiety around Met Gala time, but I'm so happy that my man is with me. So we do know, too, remember last year she lost her mom. Her mom was one of her closest persons in her life. So there's a lot going on in Nicole Kidman's life right now, for sure.
Have we heard anything, any speculation that there was infidelity on either side?
Yeah. So we have. Again, this is all very much so insiders claiming it. And so it's nothing's confirmed, but allegedly Keith Urban has stepped out of their marriage. Allegedly. Yeah.
Mike, has this been the same thing you've been seeing in the blinds?
Well, we've been seeing that in the blinds all summer long, but the thing to keep in mind here is that according to these same sources, they have been separated since June or July. Now, I'm not saying that gives them the right. I don't know what that conversation was like. I don't know what they went through and what they decided when they, quote unquote, separated and didn't spend the summer together. All I know is that, according to TMZ now, multiple sources connected to Nicole say that all signs point to the fact that Keith is indeed with another woman and has been with another woman for a big part of this summer. Now, that is something we had been seeing in the blinds. Actually, we talked about that July 13th. I looked it up. We said he is traveling the country right now with somebody who is not his wife, but very much his girlfriend.
And so if you've been in this world long enough, if you're somebody who reads the regs or, just loves following celebrity couples, what usually is the formula is something is going to come out with either a photo or we have something that couldn't push the falsities, the facade. It would push the facade out. So like there's somebody who's got a photo or information and they got a heads up that it was going to get leaked. And that's why they said we are broken up. And Nicole Kidman filed. Does that make sense? So there's probably hard evidence out there around something, and that kind of pushes the timeline to to now.
when we heard, I mean, just last year, he accepted, I can't remember what the award was, but some major award. And Nicole Kidman and their 2 daughters were both there to watch him accept this award. He got really emotional. Keith Urban did, acknowledging that right off the jump in their relationship, like months into it, he had gone into rehab or that he had relapsed and then gone into rehab, whatever the exact combination of words was.
I think he stated that a couple months in, he had never done anything prior for his sobriety. And at that point, it all came to a head. And he was like, I've literally never dealt with it. And that was a moment like I did seek some sort of sobriety house or rehab.
And he acknowledged and got really emotional and was like, Nicki was always there for me. She was like the rock through our whole relationship. She still is the foundation of this family with our girls. And you wonder, regardless of what happened 18 years ago at that point when he's accepting an award in 2024, you wonder if there was already like issues. There were already issues happening, and that accepting this award, he remembered how much he loved his wife and how much Nicole Kidman had meant to him in that moment because he was so openly emotional. And it's not like Keith Urban hasn't talked about his issues in the past. It's not like he's never had these same discussions. I kept going back to that moment of him talking about so openly about how Nicole really held them together. Like, was he already having an affair of some kind? And she'd found out and was choosing to stay with him. And so he was really emotional. And then it still didn't work. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. But. Yeah, I don't know because all that stuff still holds true, right? They'd been together for 19 years. So, like, so many things can be true in all that amount of time is that he can still appreciate that she was there for him and sober and the mother of his children. But, yeah, I mean, we all know, like, this long-distance, chaotic, busy marriage would be hard to keep up even if things were good. Mm-hmm. So,
and in the last half an hour, we've actually got details from the divorce. The papers have been acquired by TMZ. So we have a ton of details, including the fact that this has been signed by both of them. Keith dated back in August 29th is when he signed it. Nicole signed it on the 6th of September. That is when they both signed the divorce papers. The parenting plan, the custody, how it's going to work out. Sounds like the parenting plan is the kids will spend 306 days specifically with Nicole, 59 days with Keith. They agreed that all the decisions involving their kids, major decisions, including education, healthcare, will be made jointly. Nicole did cite irreconcilable differences as the main reason for the divorce, and she will remain the primary resident parent for the minor children. And then as of now, there was a waiver of all spousal support and child support, and that each side will be retaining their own assets, which suggests that there was indeed a prenup. So that's the details we have right now. But it's filed, it's signed, it's going.
This has been in the works for a while. That's crazy to have all that figured out. Means they signed this. I mean, they've been working on this for, I bet you it's over a year. I mean, that's just me going, how do they have all this figured out? I mean, those are very specifics that take a long time to figure out.
Especially
normally.
Those dates. Like the exact number of days of the year Nicole will have the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
it also says based on some of these other parental like things that they had to sign in seminars and stuff, they've been taking co-parenting classes. So this is absolutely something that they have been working through for a while.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't an abrupt decision today.
Wow. All right. Well, it was a surprise to all of us yesterday. I mean, to most of us.
Yeah.
Those of you who live in the blinds, not so much. But the end of Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Hey, from divorce to weddings, shall we? Selena Gomez and Blanco got married over the weekend. We know everybody was there, including Miss Taylor Swift. We're getting some more details.
Sorry.
She couldn't help herself.
You missed it.
Sorry, my bad.
Hey, let me try that again. Including Taylor Swift.
Fearless, speak now, red.
Thank you. It's beautiful. At this star-studded wedding, it was actually pretty simple. They had about 170 people there. It was not your typical celebrity, lavish style wedding. They had cocktail tables, Nobu catering. I feel like everybody does Nobu. They're like, just have Nobu do it.
Just have Nobu do it.
like, I don't know what to do. Let's just do that. An elaborate ice cream bar. Not surprising. Hasn't Selena Gomez, haven't they talked about how much they both love ice cream before?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not like imagining this, right? So this is This is a thing for them. Something that I love that they did their first dance without shoes on, kind of set the stage and like set the mood for this is a like shoe-free dance floor situation.
What were Benny's toes?
I know no details on that yet, but like as soon as we know, we will keep the people updated.
Yes, of course.
DJ Mark Ronson, of course, was their DJ.
Wicka, wicka, wicka.
You know Mark Ronson through Miley Cyrus is probably the biggest now artist that I'd say that he's worked with. But to have him as your DJ, okay, cool.
Very
Uptown
casual.
Funk.
Yeah,
Right?
Uptown Funk.
Uptown Funk.
That
That'd
would
be
be
so
his
funny if it was
biggest
on the
hit.
new, you know how they can make a list of like,
Oh, yeah,
do
don't
not play
play.
these songs. Do not play Uptown Funk.
We hate that song. Wait, you did that? Very eclectic decor, I guess. There's a couple of pictures from Instagram, like Benny Blanco posted, of some Persian rugs. I guess there were rugs everywhere. He loves interior design. It very much looked like their home in Beverly Hills, like lots of florals, lots of dark wood, lots of Moroccan rugs. And the big part of all the rugs being there is because Benny Blanco doesn't like to wear shoes.
I love that.
I'm like, I hope he was just not wearing shoes the whole time.
I love that.
Because that's immaculate. That's
I'm telling you, there was something about him. He did an interview once about how he loves his vibe at a dinner party and what it is. And he loves to cook. And he's like, said something about, a toddler running around in a diaper and the vibes are very chaotic. And you can tell like that when somebody who is the host, sets the tone like that, you know we're going to have a great night. We're going to have a great party. Like it's not super formal. It's a chill vibe. And I feel like that is what they set for the wedding as well.
I think that's exactly what went down. They said that the vows were so heartfelt and sweet, that Selena's were much longer than Benny Blanco's, but that she bawled her eyes out the entire time because he reportedly did a little bit of a nod to her 12-year-old sister, Gracie.
Yeah.
He wrote her a coupon book for whatever she needs from the couple, including like a day to hang out and a shopping spree, all these little coupon books that she could use with her big sister. And Selena Gomez was just like, like the whole time. I do too. It's so sweet. And it was like, she wasn't the only one, everybody at the wedding, because again, it was more intimate than we normally see. Because for a very, very famous couple, 170 is pretty intimate. Like,
yeah.
You know that they knew every name that was on that list.
Yeah.
Everybody was crying. I can't wait to see more photos come out about this. I think it's adorable. We did also hear that we knew that Taylor had made a speech yesterday, a small speech as of yesterday, but I guess within it, she cracked a joke about how her bestie was beating her to the altar. I'm like, oh,
That's so sweet.
it just sounds like one of those weddings where you go, I think this could work out. If we don't let Hollywood do Hollywood with these two, this would work out, right?
Yeah. I don't know. After Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban.
I know, we're all so tainted and jaded.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, they seem sweet. They seem great. And what is a success, right? Like 5 years, that's fine too. I don't know. I don't know. Of course I want them to do, like, they seem great for each other. He seems like a happy person and she seems happier with him.
Yeah, I would agree. And just, I think that someone like Selena Gomez has been so open about her battles, both with lupus and other debilitating kind of, this is going to be my life. Not diseases, what's the word I'm looking for? Chronic illnesses.
Yeah.
But also her mental health. And I think that being with somebody who, to your point with when he was talking about that dinner party and his idea with everybody's barefoot, toddlers are in diapers, it's a little chaotic. I think being with somebody who can keep the noise at bay in a way for her.
Yeah, the unimportant noise.
Yeah, like I think that that's a good combination.
He just seems, and you hear this all the time. Again, so like we've heard it from his mouth. We also hear it from other people. When they talk about Benny Blanco, it's a collaborative vibe. They say it in his workplace and in his social life, is that he's the type that brings people together. And those are magical kind of people that bring people together and have no problem smashing worlds together and like creating an atmosphere where you go, you're just a gatherer of people. And there's something about that that's so perfect for her, because she seems like the type that feels nervous around different groups and kind of the idea of wanting to control a different aspect or just like deciding to opt out. Most of her last like 5 years, she's just opted out of a lot of social situations from a combination of that anxiety, lupus, and then the Justin Bieber of it all. He's at everything.
Yes.
And now she has this guy who honestly can walk into any room, and he's got connections and people that want him around in a way that's very warm and fuzzy. And you go, that's a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Okay, Radar Online is striking so hard. I cannot wait. This headline brought joy to my rather dark little heart.
Oh, God. Radar Online. Spelled backwards or forwards.
It's still bad journalism. Quote, Wheel of Fortune. Excuse me, an ad popped up that was my whole screen. Chaos erupts. Quote, super skinny, end quote. Ryan Seacrest, 50, sparks, quote, burnout fears, while Vanna faces the axe 2 years after Pat Sajak's exit.
Oh, okay. Per usual with Radar Online, I'm going to need you to read that to me again because it's a run-on sentence to end all run-on sentences.
I'm going to skip out of the quotes.
Please.
Wheel of Fortune chaos erupts. Super skinny Ryan Seacrest, 50, sparks burnout fears while Vanna faces the axe 2 years after Pat Sajak's exit.
Well, at least they didn't call Vanna old.
I'm sure there's still time in this article. This is just the headline.
Like the insinuation of like Ryan Seacrest, washed
50.
up, skinny.
50. Boo. Gross.
Did we mention he's old?
Okay, ready? Yes. Even though we have all we need in the headline, let's
God.
just look at the article.
Okay.
Ryan Seacrest received mixed reactions when he was named Pat Sajak's successor on Wheel of Fortune back in 2023. But things have taken a turn as the American Idol host is said to be falling apart. The 50-year-old sparked concern at a recent filming of the iconic game show as one insider claimed a confused Seacrest looked super skinny.
He's confused. Does he have dementia? Because he's old now.
He's all the things.
Is he forgetting to eat? Because he's old.
The source also added the producers kept having to help him. It was hard to watch because he forgot names and had to refer to his notes a lot. So he's me? So you're telling me he's me? I'm a younger Seacrest. Not young, but younger.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there's all these conversations around people are worried about him. And there's a I can't even say one of the lines in here. Around a droopy eye, them claiming that something medically has happened to him.
They are so shady.
He's in need of rest.
I'm just going to say this one's not all Radar Online.
Mike, stop.
This one is all over the place.
No.
New York Post ran some pictures and have some concerns. Page 6 ran with this not too long ago. There's a lot of talk that Ryan Seacrest seems like something might be wrong.
Not my beloved Page 6.
I'm just saying, this is not just a Radar Online, because I love trashing Radar Online as much as the next guy.
Okay, are they actually doing their due diligence?
No, they're just copying other people's articles.
I'm fine with that.
Because the New York Post and Page 6 are owned by the same company. So I'm not surprised that they would have like the exact same story. And Radar Online just is shady as hell and just is like, oh, we can play harder and dirtier. Okay. So is Ryan Seacrest skinnier? Is he on Ozempic?
No, I mean, they're thinking something medically happened to him on his own.
What?
The deepest, darkest parts of the internet think he is on Ozempic and taking probably too much of it. I'm just telling you, that's what the blind items are leading people to believe.
And there is a conversation, again, this is all in the article, that they fear that he may have had a stroke and nobody's addressing it.
Wow.
I don't know
That's the first time I've heard of that, Radar.
This is ugly. Like,
yeah.
It's so bad.
What? So it started with that he's skinny and old, I guess. That's the insinuation here. And then it was that he needed help with his lines.
Mm-hmm. That he's so confused.
That he's confused.
He's got a droopy eye. And then on top of it,
It's just Tuesday. I'm tired.
Right, Queen. Last night I slept awful.
Thank you.
And then if Seacrest, who sparked concern over his thin figure, finds himself bowing out of his position at the game show, producers will need to find a replacement. But co-host Vanna White may not be the answer, as her contract negotiations will be a huge obstacle to overcome. especially if she wants a big raise. Now, this is just somebody putting in, projecting their own stuff. Vanna's allowed to stay as long as she wants.
Yes.
I promise you. I mean, I have no information on this, but I know as a brand that's like struggling to keep their viewerships, the ones that they have, Vanna is now the ones that they go to, at least Vanna White's still here.
She's locked in.
If she wants to be there, cool. If she doesn't, that's fine too. If she's like sick of looking at droopy-eyed Seacrest.
Skinny Seacrest.
We laugh because it's
so ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous.
I mean, maybe he's just like skinnier just because he's like very busy. I want to see...
Ryan Seacrest has always been insanely busy, though. He's always had his radio show. He's always had Idol. For a while, he had Live with Kelly and Ryan.
Doesn't he do the Kardashians?
He executive produces a ton of different shows.
Now, he did in mid-July, I want to say, release a whole bunch of pictures. It was either for like a men's health type of a thing or whatever it was. But all these pictures, you could tell he has really either committed himself to working out a lot harder than he was or was doing some sort of change in his diet because he did visibly look skinnier. I will say he did also look more defined too. So he could have just been working out and watching what he's eating. So I don't know.
Maybe he went camping in Alaska.
Maybe he got like diarrhea. Ever think about that?
That explains
Radar
it.
Online.
They never do. They never think about that.
Never assume it's diarrhea.
Radar Online, you're wild for that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I LOL'd hard. The headline is out of control. So, and it gets worse in the article too. So,
okay. Speaking of, Cardi B dropped an album, right? So you knew Nicki Minaj was going to have something to say. If you did not know, these two women loathe each other. Nicki Minaj, by the way, fights with everybody. She was just in a fight with SZA last year because Cardi B wasn't making albums. So she's like, I got to fight with somebody new. So leave it to Nicki Minaj to finally say something. She tweeted and deleted $4.99, the promotional price of Cardi's Am I the Drama album. She's making fun of her. I would like to be clear. I can't read half of this. Because even the words that aren't curse words are insinuating things about people that we just can't say.
Lawsuit-wise, we can't get involved in that.
We will lose our liquor license. So she did this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Surgery to look like me. Surgery, like surgery. Tell that rat and tell Jay-Z, RICO fraud and perjury. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Fallen off the charts with a big belly because Cardi B's pregnant.
Yeah, way to
I can't say the next part.
Okay, cool.
Barefoot, still smelly, still you could not outsell me. And then she did an AI-generated picture of Cardi B as Barney because if you know the ABCDEFG song from Barney, kind of go da 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 with the big anyway.
So she sang to that. Yeah, okay.
Won't you say you love me too? Okay, so Cardi came back. Oh, and by the way, then she also said, "Who raps like a purple dinosaur and is still ugly?"
And you said she deleted it too, right?
She deleted one tweet, but she kept the rest of this.
Okay.
So Cardi says, I was baking ribs and making blondie brownies when Nicki Minaj began bothering her on a dang Monday. Because I don't want to say the word she said. And then she said this. And I said, Cardi, this is so adult of you. Not the gag that she thinks this is. You've been in the game for 16 years, Cardi B says to Nicki Minaj. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake, Beyonce. Those are the numbers you need to be competing with because you doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. WTF is you comparing yourself to me for?
Ooh.
Actually,
and then she said some really savage things about Nicki Minaj and not being able to have babies.
Whoa,
that we will not talk about.
Guys, what is that?
And
what is happening?
Then she said, not allegedly, because Cardi B's like, don't put that on me. She goes, Lord, protect my babies, kiss my feet. Ice Spice was like, freaking out in the comments, retweeting, clapping, like laughing. I love when Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are fighting.
It is like
chef's kiss.
You know, it's nice and reliable. You can rely on the leaves changing colors and these two ladies having some sort of problem with each other.
Surgery to look like me. I can't. I'm sorry. We gotta go.
If you love Hot to Go, like, comment, subscribe, all the things.